Hi, my name is Mike Miller, also known as Wild Mike, and I work as an animal care specialist. Now, typical day, getting there early in the morning around 7:30 or 8, and then first thing you do is you go and check on all your animals because you want to make sure everyone's okay before you start your day. Next, you got to get all their food ready to be ready and go feed them. And different animals require different things to eat, so you got to check your food and make sure it's good for them to eat because you don't want them getting any problems. Next, you go around, you clean their exhibits, then you feed them. And that's the beginning part of your day. It's quick and it's easy. Next thing, for the rest of your day, you're either doing shows or outreach programs to different school groups, kids, families, and also you have to stimulate your animals' minds. So to stimulate your animals' minds, you do different things such as making enrichment, and that could be anything from spraying perfume all around their exhibit for them to smell, or giving them a ball that has a few treats inside that they have to work their way out. Also, to stimulate their minds, do such things as animal training, getting them to do behaviors they would do in the wild, just so it's something different in their day to mix it up a little bit. Now, these days are 8-hour days, and at most facilities, it can be anywhere from 5 to 7 days a week, and that's going to be happening 52 weeks a year over all holidays, both through every type of weather. Stress level-wise, there can be many things that can alter your stress. It'll vary. Someday you'll come in, it'll be a nice, calm day, everything goes fine, and you leave happy. The next day, something could happen at any time, and then your scatterbrain and the stress level is really, really high. So you just never know what you can expect. So the job requirements that you would need in order to work as an animal care specialist in a zoological facility are a couple things. One, many zoos, if not all zoos, require a form of college education. Now, that education can be a 4-year degree, such as biology, zoology, or even psychology, or there are a lot of 2-year specialized degree programs out there, such as zoo animal technology, animal care management, and also some specialized animal training degrees. And the 2-year degrees are very specialized, so that means they're very, very competitive. Another thing that goes hand in hand in the job requirements with education is hands-on experience. The zoos that you go to, they are going to want to know you've worked in the field and not just read these facts out of a book, so you can apply those facts with practicality. So, to get that hands-on experience, you can do such things as internships and volunteering. Internships are always a plus because it gives you a real-life feel for it. And the jobs know that you're able to handle yourself in a professional setting. Now, some zoological facilities all around the country do have different requirements when it comes to licensing, and that will vary state to state. For example, one requirement in a state is that venomous snakes sometimes require that the person working with them has a license, because those animals are very dangerous and they need to know what you're doing. Now, the other skills you'll need besides just the regular education that you're going to be getting is public speaking is a must, because you're going to be interacting not only with animals but people every day, and people of all different sorts. So you got to know how to deal with people. Another good thing is to be able to take on and remember a load of information. Not only just about how your animals are, what their history is, but also the way your facility operates, the different procedures, what to do if something bad happens like an escape or anything of that nature. So you're going to need to be able to think on your feet, be able to be calm, cool, and collected, and to be able to work with all different people. Now, as with any job, there are your best moments and your worst moments. Some of the worst moments you're going to be going into are such things as you're working year-round through every type of weather, through all major holidays. So you got to be prepared to put your time in. because these animals are going to be there and they need someone to take care of them. They're not going to take a break on Christmas or go have Thanksgiving dinner. So you have to be there to provide for them like it was a normal day. Another thing, you're going to be with these animals all the time, so you really are going to get to know them and you're really going to grow attached to them. And what you got to realize is that these animals are either not going to live forever or they're going to have to leave your facility for many reasons. And you would have put so much time and effort into each one of the animals that you work with, it could cause a problem for you. But as long as you're able to realize you're here to make their life better, and if that means them passing on or going to a new facility, that's just part of it, and you have to learn to accept it and roll with it and not let it affect the rest of your job. Also, the pay, it's not the highest pay in the world, but you are able to sustain yourself. The opportunities for advancement and the opportunities to even get a starting job at a zoo are few and far between because it's very competitive. Also, you're just going to have to learn how to cope with not only the animals, but the people. Not only that, people you work with, but the people you interact with every day, because all people are different, all different types of management, so you're just going to have to learn to adjust accordingly and do the best that you can. Now, enough of the bad stuff. The best parts of this job are amazing. You get to work with some of the rarest animals in the world. And when they start responding to you after months of working with them and they finally accept you and respect you and realize that you're their caretaker and you're at the fence line with a 500-pound black bear, and that black bear is rubbing on the fence and moaning and whining for you to rub him or talk to him and just show him some love, it makes it really worth it when you know you can reach out to someone that can't really understand you and they respond to you. Also, you get to meet a lot of people and you're sharing so much information with kids that really a lot of times don't get exposure to these animals just sitting at home. So when they come to the zoo, you got to show them how amazing these animals are and how important they are to this world. So my final advice for anyone who's interested in coming into a career as an animal care specialist is you want to get as much experience as you can. Start volunteering working at vet hospitals, at your local zoos, pet shops, anything to do with animals. So when you go to a job, you have a little leverage, say, I've worked with this animal and I know how they operate and I can handle myself in a professional setting. So if you go to work with that and a great attitude and you're happy with what you do, and you know what you're getting into, you've done your research, you know that you're going to be working year-round through all types of conditions, you're going to be working through holidays, it'll make the job a lot easier and you'll actually enjoy it. And you'll go home with a smile on your face knowing that you're in the best job in the world.